Yo, what's going on, MLB The Show fans? My name's Zombie. Today I'm going to show you guys the easiest and quickest way to get the most sought after card right now, Ronald Acuna Jr. 99 All-Star, whose stats, I mean, let's just be honest, is absolutely unreal, except for obviously the bunting. But who the is going to be bunting with Ronald Acuna Jr.? Anyway, there's some very easy steps to get this card in under 12 hours. This is what I did today, and I'm going to show you guys how to do this quick and efficient. But before we get started, if this video helps you at all, please consider leaving a like down below for me, as well as subscribing to the channel. I'm also going to be coming out with a new series for MLB The Show, and I look forward to y'all checking that out. Let's get into this. So as you get on to Diamond Dynasty, you'll notice on the home screen there is a new player program, and it is the Acuna Jr. 99 All-Star card. And when you go to it, it's got some very simple steps to get it. There's a lot of rewards for it. You actually get a choice at some of these all-star cards as well as a random selection of home run derby players. And in order to get it, you have to complete some missions, which are actually very easy. You have to do them with all-star and home run series players, which you'll get done as you're doing the challenges. But the moments is what you want to really do first. Knock the moments out. It shouldn't take you more than an hour. There's about 10 of them, and they're worth 3 each. So that'll already put you at 30 and give you a home run derby player. Super simple way to get a free card and get a foot in the door for Acuna. The hardest part to completing Acuna is going to be the collections. Now, what you have to do to complete this entire set is do everything in the all-star tasks. And this one requires you to collect every single all-star player, which might seem like a lot, but it's not. Trust me, I'm gonna show you how to do this super easy right now. Some of you are probably out there thinking, oh, well, I can just buy all the all-star players and then I'll have Acuna Jr., right? That's how this is gonna work, right? No, that's not how this is gonna work. No, you actually have to grind to get Acuna. This is not a pay-to-win card. You have to actually be good at the game and understand the mechanics in order to achieve this card. That's why it's so rewarding to get. So you're gonna exit out of the player program, you're gonna go to Team Affinity, and there's 6 for each of the regions. We click on the first one, AL East, we notice that there is a Diamond 1 30 points in. You click on it, boom, 5 All-Stars right here. Each Team Affinity has 5 All-Stars you can earn from packs by completing moments and missions. The very first thing you wanna do as soon as you get to the Team Affinity is come down here to Collections, click on Flashbacks and Legends. If you are a veteran that's been doing this for a little while, or if you've been playing for a couple months, you'll probably have some of these cards. No need to go through all of it. If you're on Xbox, just press X, or if you're on PlayStation, press square, hit auto select, and it will fill in the number on the right, exactly how many of those cards you have. Press start to select them, and then press A or X to enter. And if you have 30, like for me, I had 4 out of the 6 regions, I already had 30 of the players. So I automatically got 10 points towards my Team Affinity. So I got 2 packs already. After you complete the collections, go up to the moments for the Team Affinity. There's gonna be 5 of them, and they're worth 4 points each, okay? Now that is 20 total points, because you'll have 10 from before, and now you have 20 now, which gives you a full 30, which will allow you to unlock your first all-star pack. Very important right here. Definitely take the time to do the moments. It won't take you more than half an hour. Some of the pitching ones are a pain in the butt, but the hitting ones are super easy. Once you unlock your first all-star, this is when you want to go and build a roster, because the most important mission we're going to be completing here is this repeatable first one. It says plate appearances with players in the region you're trying to complete. So AL East, Central, West, NL East, West, Central. Make sure you check what teams are there and go and build a roster based off of these players only. Doesn't matter if you have to put secondary position players in, doesn't matter about any of that. Just build a full 8-man roster of all of those players. And you want to make sure that you have the all-star that you just got out of the pack on the roster as well, because those all-stars also have missions down here. Home runs, extra base hits, home runs, strikeouts, total bases. Those are the challenges you're going to need to be completing for the all-star players. Now, I do advise you to get a pitcher out of the pack first. Why pitchers? Because sometimes hitting against CPUs isn't always going as planned. You're not always going to get a home run. You're not always going to get a double. If you pitch, you can control how to get strikeouts. That's very easy against computers. So that's an easy 5 points. All right, the third step, this one's very important too. Before you go and play, you need to come back down to the exchanges under the collections, okay? And what you want to do is, I usually start on the AL East players 4. Always start on the 4. It's worth 15, as there's a total of 45 points here that you can redeem, but you usually want to go to 4. I cannot click on it because I've already actually completed it, but I'll show you what one of these looks like. It asks you to exchange players. But some of these players are worth a lot of points. As you can see, 100,000 for some of these, 44,000. Any of the ones that you don't want to hold on to, exchange. Again, this is a video for how to get Acuna, not how to get Alfonso 99 or Ortiz 99. I know you have to collect everything to get that. This is not how to get those players. This is how to get Acuna. So I'm going to tell you to trade in, that Adley Rutschman card, or I'm going to tell you to trade in Kevin Biggio. Like, I'm just going to tell you to do that so you can get Acuna faster. Because these players you can all buy later on with stubs that you earn from doing this. One thing that is worth mentioning is as you are doing this AL East first team affinity with the plate appearances, the hits and everything, you will also be completing the past season team affinities where you'll get flashback legends, things like that, the 42 series, other AL East players. You'll get a lot of good cards just from playing against CPUs. This is a very effective method, and you can also trade those cards in to get you more points towards your team affinity. So you want to make sure that you're constantly checking your exchanges after each game that you're going to be playing. The fourth most important thing is to remember what missions you're trying to complete when you go into a game, right? You don't want to get in there and you get Aaron Judge up to bat and you're like, oh, what do I have to do with Aaron Judge again? Is it base hits? Is it walks? Oh no, is it home runs? No, he doesn't hit home runs. No, you don't want any of that, okay? You want to go in there clear and concise, knowing what you're going to accomplish. You're going to go in there and beat the out of the AI, and you're going to come out on top with a lot of packs. I was mentioning to you guys about making a roster. It's very important to not always scuff up your original roster that you like to run with. Take the time to create a new squad at the top. Press right bumper or R1, go over to create new squad and make one specifically for these challenges. It makes it a hell of a lot easier when you don't have to go back afterwards and change everything around, when you can just sit here and swap out players as you need. And same as rotation, make sure you put in the players that you need in your rotation so you don't mess up your OG squad, because you don't want to mess up perfection, you know what I'm saying? So now that you've got your new roster made, here's where the fun begins. You go over to play and you go to single player modes, and you can't see it because it's right behind my camera, but you're gonna play versus a computer. It's the very first thing at the top. This counts for all the team affinity things in the first two sections, the repeatables and the missions. There are online challenges that you have to complete, but they are not worth taking the time to do because online is very inconsistent, because we've all seen how people pitch. So I'm telling you to play against the computer to complete all of these challenges. Normally, I advise the Orioles or the Tigers because they have the weakest right-handed pitchers and the least left-handed pitchers. Now, if I load into a game and I see a lefty on the mound for the other team, honestly, I'll almost quit immediately and just restart, because that doesn't matter. I personally don't hit well against lefties. You might. It's up to you. It's all a preference thing. But the most important thing here is to play against a CPU and make sure that you pick yourself as the away team, because you'll get more at bats. This guarantees you 9 innings to bat, and for you to get the most hits and the most plate appearances. If you do this properly in a single game, I would say you could get almost anywhere from 35 to 55 plate appearances in a single game, which means you can knock out that entire mission in 2 games tops if you're playing effectively. And when we go and look at how many points you get just for doing the plate appearances, that's worth 10. I mean, on top of you completing your missions for your other players, you're going to be stacking up a lot of packs from doing this. Every 20 points, you get a new all-star pack. And as you're getting in between packs, like the AL East, Bronze, Silver, the team affinities, all those packs, make sure you're going back and checking your exchanges again to swap out players that you don't need. That'll get you one step closer to 100 points to get every all-star you need. It honestly only takes about 85. You only need 4 of the all-stars in order to complete the team affinity, but you're gonna need all 5 cards to get Acuna Jr. What you'll see is if you go over to collection, there is a tab under legends and flashbacks for the all-star and home run game. Okay, once you collect all of the all-star players and you get Acuna, if you do the same thing here, you press extra square and you auto select and you get all the players, you actually will unlock Prince Fielder, 99 first baseman, and Ryan Sandberg, 97 second baseman. 2 great all-stars. Prince Fielder, especially a tank at first base, hits the absolute out of the ball for a lefty. You love to see it. Once you collect the other home run derby players and the all-stars that are from the Acuna progression, you will actually also unlock Shohei Ohtani 99 as a pitcher. But there you have it, ladies and gents. Easy way to get Acuna Jr. I started this yesterday. That's Thursday evening at 10 p.m. and I finished Friday morning at 8 or 9 in the morning. 10 hours straight of playing. Didn't have to take 2 weeks to get it done. Here and there, pitter patter. If you're getting on and you want to do something successful with your time, put it towards getting Acuna for this, because you will not only get Acuna, you're going to get Aaron Judge, you're going to get Eduardo Suarez, you're going to get all the pitchers, you got DeGrom 99. There's so many good players that can come out of these packs. It is worth putting the time into this, because it will help you stack your squad and be able to compete online with other players. Again, if this video helps you guys at all, please consider leaving a like on it, as well as subscribing to the channel. There's going to be some more MLB content coming out soon. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Take it easy.